very good morning everyone. Welcome back to our distance learning program, and this is the first session of our class today. Anyway everyone, did you eat breakfast already? Alright, so if you haven't had breakfast yet, you can enjoy your breakfast right now, and also you can watch my video at the same time. Alright, so everyone, in this session, do you know what are we going to study? Alright, so let me tell all of you. So in this session we are going to continue the lesson in the listening to the news book, which is unit 12, and the title of our lesson is human skin. Alright, so everyone, let's talk about the title of our lesson a little bit before we move to our listening today. Alright, so everyone, as you know that skin is our first line of the defense against disease and injury, right? And I believe that you can use your hand to touch your skin right now, all right? Because your body are all covered by your skin, right? In order to protect yourself from any disease or injury, and also it's very essential barrier against the germs of the outside world as well. And also everyone, right now geneticists wanted to study bacteria on the human skin, and also they use a new genetic test to determine what kinds of bacteria are living on the human skin as well. And also everyone, I would like to draw your attention to our listening today. So our listening today is mainly focused on that topic is about human skin, alright? And also in this listening, one group of scientists, they are trying to use some new technology to examine skin bacteria, alright? Because they are wondering about what kind of bacteria that are on the human skin, alright? And also everyone, as you can see, the title of our listening is about human skin rich ecosystem of bacteria, alright? And also everyone, there are 6 words for you to complete in the listening, alright? And also right now I would like you to spend a few minutes in order to read the notes, in order to understand the context of the study first, and after that when you listen you can easily get the answer, alright? And also here everyone, there are 6 words. The first word we pronounce it recruited, and the second word species, and next expected, pathogens, precisely, and last word transient. Alright, so all of these 6 words you need to complete in the blank in this note right here. So everyone, right now let's spend a few minutes to go through this note first. So everyone, did you finish reading the note? Alright, so if you finish right now, it's time for you to listen. Alright, so everyone please pay attention and let's listen to the track all together.
Unit 12. Human Skin. Human skin rich ecosystem of bacteria. Skin is our first line of defense against disease and injury. It's an essential barrier against the germs of the outside world. When you look at your skin, it's hard to imagine that it's completely covered in bacteria. Now, some new research finds your skin is even more colonized by microorganisms than previously thought. Despite bacteria's bad reputation, not all microorganisms are bad, says Elizabeth Grice, a geneticist working at the U.S. National Human Genome Research Institute. Grice says many bacteria play some kind of beneficial role in maintaining health. Others exacerbate skin diseases, such as eczema or acne. But our knowledge about these microscopic hitchhikers is incomplete. Grice and her colleagues decided to use some new technology to examine skin bacteria. They recruited 10 volunteers to donate samples of their skin bacteria. And the volunteers had skin scrapings taken from 20 different locations on their bodies.
These areas were chosen based on the diversity in terms of the types of environments they are.
Grice says.
For example, we chose a very hairy area of the body, the back of the scalp. But we also chose hairless areas, such as the palm of the hand.
Grice used a genetic technique called PCR, or polymerase chain reaction testing, to examine the bacteria's DNA. This helped her identify the different microorganisms more precisely. Previously, scientists were only able to identify bacteria that tolerated the growth media well. But with PCR testing, Grice says they were able to find bacterial species heretofore unknown on skin. And she says they found many more types than expected.
The dominant bacteria in the oily areas is a propionibacterium, which we know is present in oily areas for the most part, because this type of bacteria is able to break down the oils in our skin.
Grice says.
In the moist areas, we commonly see Staphylococcus species, and in the drier areas, we generally see a greater mix and variety of bacteria. There didn't seem to be one dominant type.
Grice says, surprisingly, dry areas of the skin, such as the forearm, had the greatest number and variety of bacterial species.
Some of the drier areas are more exposed to the environment, and what we may have sampled from the drier areas may actually be transient bacteria, and not actually bacteria that set up permanent residence there,
she says. Grice says there's much more to be learned about the many different kinds of bacteria on the skin and what role they play in health. And she posits that the bacterial environment on your skin may determine what types of pathogens you are susceptible to. Grice's paper is published in the journal Science.
So everyone, did you finish listening to the track 34 already? Alright, so I believe that you have some ideas about the human skin bacteria already, and also I believe all of you completed in the blank already, right? So right now it's time to check the answer all together. So everyone, let's start. Human skin rich ecosystem of bacteria research. Geneticists blah 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 volunteers to give skin scrapings. Alright, so everyone, which word that we should complete in this blank? In the first one, everyone, the word we have, recruited, species, expected, pathogen, precisely, or transient. Alright, so the first word is recruited. Alright, so geneticists recruited volunteers to give skin scrapings. Alright, recruit here, it means they are trying to collect, alright, people. They are trying to find people in order to volunteer to give them the skin, right, in order for them to process their research. Alright, and next, use new genetic technique to identify bacteria more. Alright, more what, everyone? Number 2. So number 2, the answer is, alright, very good, the answer is precisely. Alright, use new genetic technique to identify bacteria more precisely. Alright, look at the result. Alright, so what have they found out about this skin bacteria? So found bacteria blah 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 not previously known to live on human skin. Alright, so everyone found bacterial what? Number 3, what is your answer? Alright, so the answer is species. Alright, so found bacterial species not previously known to live on human skin. And next, what are the results that they found next, everyone? So next is discovered many more types than what, everyone? So than expected. Alright, so number 4, expected. Next one, greater number and variety of bacteria on dry areas of the skin. So right now let's move to the last part, which is series. Some bacteria on the body may be not permanent. Alright, maybe what, everyone? So maybe transient. Alright, transient. So everyone, do you still remember what does transient mean? Alright, so the word transient, it means that it lasted for a short period of time, alright? It does not last long at all. So this means that some bacteria on our skin, it just be there for a short period of time only, alright? It does not stay there for a very long time. So everyone, next, bacterial environment of the skin may determine what type of we are susceptible to, alright? So everyone, last one, which word everyone? So last one is pathogen, alright? So bacterial environment of the skin may determine what type of bacterial we are susceptible to. So everyone, pathogen here, it means something that causes disease, alright? You can say bacteria or you can say viruses, alright? This kind are all pathogens, alright? So everyone, have you got all the correct answers? I believe that you have completed all the correct answer, right? So everyone, I believe that's it for our first session, and right now you can have a short break and see you in the second session, everyone. Bye bye.